we live. All right, happy Friday. Shabbat shalom, all you gorgeous ass people. I think we've got a phenomenal Friday for everyone. What is up, Monique? I'm on the couch because it just felt like being on my couch. Maybe I'll go to the table. I was trying to go outside, but the Wi-Fi is no bueno. What's up, all you gorgeous people? Getting the agenda stuff set up for y'all. I got some questions. We're going to talk about some fun things. Woo-wee! Y'all are coming on. Arga Youngling. What's up, my man? Mike. Mike, you're part of the beard crew. Hey, James Dunn. Good to see your sexy face. You guys are so damn impressive. I don't know if everyone knows this. James has a popular running YouTube channel. Underdogs in the house. What is up? Jonathan, Holborn, Anna. What's up, party people? I just had a taco and a Chinese massage, so I am in a great mood today. Gezim Hoaxa, you win for the best name of the morning so far. Zigzags. Dude, this guy's name fucks. With a name like that, but then the dog kissing part, kind of weird. How does everyone feel about tonguing dogs? You know, when you see dog owners and they're like, with their dogs, I'm like, they just lick their dick. That's gross. Anyways, anyone else feel strongly against dog kissing? What up? What is up, my man? Financial evangelist, good to see you, taco people. You can see the taco in my print right there. Jagmeet, what's up, homie? All right, I am going to try to pronounce Prejlama Pajik's name. That's what's up. You're Polish? Dustin Kopel, happy Friday, my man. Philip, strongly against dog kissing. It's gross. Dustin Kopel, I feel like you should. Do you run a hedge fund? He looks like the guy that was doing some serious math in school and like got rich, has a yacht, banging whoever he wants. Visual dog licking. Chelsea Lou. Is that Chelsea Lou? Chelsea Lou? That's pretty damn cool. If it's the actual Chelsea Lou I just met. Doggy Bung. What's up, my man? Best barbecue. It is Brisket Friday. You are correct. Shalom, Arbol. Ashley, good to see you. Matan Bloomberg. Jewiest name of the day. That is for sure. I love that you guys show up for this. Basically, it's just going to be more roasting. We could do roasts, and we're going to have an amazing day today. Love kissing dogs. You guys are dog kissers. All you dog kissers are gross. Tony, good to see you, dude. Andre, Bad Wolf. Matt Payton, Bad Wolf. I just ate some gas station pizza. Oh, dude, Kevin, I was on a little bit of a bender. Not good, by the way. And you know how I know I was on a bender? Because I ordered Domino's. I hit rock bottom, man. And honestly, it's good. Domino's is good. Oh, by the way, whoever the fuck told me, what's up, Molly Walsh? Molly Walsh is my accountant. I don't know if you guys knew that, and my therapist. Just kidding, she's neither. I don't know Molly Walsh. But last week, whoever told me that lemonade stock was a good idea, not a good idea. I think it's down a lot. So I don't appreciate you guys giving me stock tips, and I listen to you. By the way, never take stock advice from other people. I heard people at parties like, yeah, man, buy that stock, buy Zoom. I was like, see, someone told me to buy lemonade stock last week, bought it, and now it's down 20%. Zuzana Dobro. One, you seem fucking rad. You drive a single speed bike, and it's a cool evening. You probably live in Amsterdam because you look awesome. Monique, B Side Hustles, marketing and self-growth. Monique does a lot. I would hang out with Monique. All right, good. There is no people hanging on to it for 10 years, right? Yes, hanging on to my lemonade stock for at least 10 years. I just buy stocks. The only stock I've ever regretted selling, only stock I fucking regret it was goddamn Chipotle. I waited years to buy Chipotle stock, bought it, and I was like, I told everyone in the company, buy Chipotle stock. It was at $250 or some shit. And then goddamn, I was like, oh, I should sell it. That's the only stock I've ever sold too early. Viet Huynh, what's up, my Vietnamese homie? That's not racist if he's actually Vietnamese. I convinced myself, Casey Smith. I love seeing you in that rock band. It's still a good buy because I'm holding it for 10 years. Aaron Pearson, what is up, my man? Dude. Got nothing negative to say. I'm just happy for you and your family. I genuinely am. Buy and hold for 300 years. Yes. So Roger K. Keeler Jr., I like your look. Let's just start with that. And two, I'm going to sell some snake. So what is snake oil, by the way? You know, like a snake oil salesman. Like, I've never seen snake oil. But don't worry, Roger. I'm going to sell some shady stuff. That's the problem with being rich. It's like, I want to be more rich, but then I don't have anything to spend it on. So I'm like, oh, I should try to sell stuff. And I'm just like, I don't know. One of my superpowers is like, I like looking at how to make money. I just fucking like it. But I'm glad that my stuff is real. One thing I realized is like, holy shit, I was talking with people in our Slack group. I've done a lot of different businesses over the years. I've done a lot of different businesses. Oh, we have the agenda. Here is the agenda for today. I am actually going to go over last week's agenda a bit. And I've got some ideas floating in my head that I want to talk with you guys about first. So I think snake oil, modern day snake oil, is CBD. CBD is the biggest fucking scam today. If someone is like, hey, man, I got a CBD product I want to sell you, unfriend that motherfucker. I'm swearing a lot today. That's okay. But CBD is the modern snake oil. If someone's trying to get you on that CBD thing, no, thank you. No, thank you. If you guys are tuning in like Chelsea Liu or Molly Walsh from YouTube or Facebook, and you want to find out the next time we're doing these office hours, it's generally every single Friday. Make sure you go to youtube.com/okdork and hit the subscribe button and notification bell. I have to say that it's part of the policy. CBD is the biggest crock of shit, and anyone who tells you that it's good is full of shit too. The best way to take CBD is smoke a lot of weed. I'm so relaxed, man. I'm like, yeah, it's called weed. CBD is bullshit. My good buddy Neville has bought a lot of it, and it's never fucking worked. I don't believe it. No, I did go for a bike ride. All right, I'm going to calm down. I'm just in a good mood. My hype level is up. So I don't actually think I'm on edge. I'm just kind of like, I'm feeling hanging out with you guys. What are you guys saying in the comments? Mainly YouTube. Is there a CBD? CBD is definitely relaxing. Dude, by the way, Aaron Pearson, thank you. If you guys have not listened to the podcast with Mr. Beast YouTube manager, if you go to Noah Kagan Presents podcast, let me pull it up here. okdork.com/podcast. I'm just going to show it. This episode, honestly, was one of my favorites. This guy, literally, one, he's gorgeous. I don't know why I like calling that people are gorgeous, but this guy is like super good looking. Two, he had nothing. So a lot of people that are out there that are like, I got no job. Yeah, the podcast was fucking mislabeled. Someone's getting canceled. But anyways, so check out this podcast. So this guy started with nothing, moved to Vegas just to afford living, and I think he was living in his aunt's house, and then created and got a job in the agency world. And he was in the Midwest. So a few people are like, hey, I live in this random foreign country. Hey, I'm in this small ass city. Like, this guy fucking made it happen. And then eventually found Mr. Beast, found Dude Perfects, and a bunch of other guys. And he's their business manager. And this guy's literally self-made. Like, I'm team-made. Literally, my wealth is from a team. This guy is self-made, really impressive. If you want to start a business, he's giving you a blueprint about how to do it. Phenomenal episode. If you guys can check him out, I think you'll really, really enjoy it. So that is what's up. Thank you, Aaron Pearson, for saying that. I'm on sativa, yeah. Sativa, I'm indica. I'm in the couch. For you weed smokers, that's what you guys always like to say. David Palui, don't check your stocks daily. It's really bad for your mood. All right, let's check my stocks. You guys want to check my stocks? Let's check my stocks, David, to see how we're doing today, because now Noah Kagan is turning into a crypto advisor / stock picker for you people. If you want real stock picks, this is who you listen to. All right, hold on. I'm logging into I can't show you my login stuff, but I'm going to log into my stock picks. Let's see how we're doing today, David. Chris Quinn, what's up, dude? Anna Fitzgerald. I was listening to it. It was good. Chris, good to see you, man. I don't think I've met you in person. But yeah, that episode, that podcast is really good. By the way, your guys' comments on this recent YouTube video we put out were freaking fire. Your comments on my recent roasting YouTube's video ad, that was almost better than the video. All of your guys' comments, hey, what's up, Joel? Your comments were so damn great. So I appreciate it. We'll go over that video in just a second. Kevin, good to see you, Wine Man. James, good to see you. Drew, good to see you. Where is the other person? Joel, Hot Comedy Network, great to see you, my man. By the way, if you are brand new here and you have not been to the office 8-Figure Office Hours on our gorgeous Fridays, throw a 1 in the comments. I can't skip that. Throw a 1 in the comments. Jason Blake, hello. Elliot Capel, hello. Joel, are you in our Slack group, by the way? So at the end of the show, I'm going to pick a few people to join our Slack group who are the most engaged in the comments. Rick Carlson, good to see you. Rick is my realtor. He's not. Oh, there's someone at the door. Hopefully it's not one of you coming after me. Let's just see who's at the door. Hey, what's up, man?
Hi, how you doing? I was
good.
To fix
Plumbing?
Yes.
Yeah, it's just around in the back if you want to walk around.
Okay.
Thank you, sir. All right, do you guys want to, first off, before we show stock picks, because I know you guys, so if you're new here, holy shit, there's a lot of new Kayla, what's up? Zigzags. Dude, I like your name, Zigzags. So everyone, please welcome all the new people. If you are new here, welcome to the family. We do these every single Friday. I hope to see you again. Success for me is you coming back next Friday and coming to our office hours. Make sure you subscribe and don't miss out. It is good to see you. And if you're a returning person here, Dieter, show them what to do. If you're returning, and everyone else in the comments, show them what to do. By the way, I got to show you what a midlife crisis looks like, okay? Hold on. I don't know if you can see it. I just got to show you my midlife crisis. Oh, damn, the brightness. That way. It's a Miata. Miata's for people with midlife crisis. I'm going through it. That's why I like that joke. I do have my Tesla. This is actually the Tesla. By the way, if you guys are not on the AppSumo Black Friday giveaway, that is the Tesla that's going to be given away. What's up, man? And or you can have the Tesla or my scooter. You guys can pick Tesla, scooter, not the Miata. I need to keep the Miata. But if you're a returner, throw your yeehaws in the comments. And if you have not entered our Black Friday giveaway, can someone put the Black Friday link in the comments in the 8-Figure in the agenda? So I'm going to post the agenda again. Someone link to the Black Friday thing in there. I'm going to get a Topo Chico. By the way, I'm just going to show fridge. So I'm very proud. I think my fridge is real. Oh, that's not that organized. But I want to show fridge. I'm like in a great mood today talking to you guys. I'm talking a lot today. Normally I'm like asking you guys questions, which we will. But my fridge is relatively organized today, and I'm pretty proud of it. Like, I'm really proud of that fridge. You guys should be proud of something. Proud of something. What are you guys proud of today? By the way, if you guys don't know Honey Mama's chocolate, I talk about this a lot. Their stuff, honestly, don't buy it if you don't want to get addicted. Like, this is worse than meth, I've been told. But anyways, Honey Mama's chocolate is the best dark chocolate out there. I'm in I'm in a damn great mood. Also started making some bone broth. There's my coconut one. If you've seen it on Instagram, by the way, coconut one. All right, and we're still going to do stock picks. We're still going to go answer your questions. And then I'm making bone broth over here. All right. So first time here. Where's all the returning people? Yes. Daniel Stojansky. Dude, Stan McDaniel's got a date? Hells yes. All right, so that was a suit. Kobe. All right, so I'm going to go sit on the desk. Scooter. All right, so make sure you guys have entered the Black Friday giveaway if you guys have not already entered that. Now I'm going to let's show some stock picks. We'll do that in just a moment. We'll answer your guys' questions. Last time I didn't get to answer as many of your questions, and I was like, I should answer more of their questions. Okay, so yes, let's do the things you're proud of. So normally on Tuesday, I think on Tuesday, I hit rock bottom. I was just like, I was in bed, I was drunk, and I was like, what are you doing, man? And then I got a good night's sleep, woke up Wednesday, and I was like, there's a lot to be happy about. There's a lot to be proud of. And I was like, Wednesday we had that roast video that a lot of you guys liked. And I just tried to take a moment to be like, yeah, that feels good. That feels nice. So what is something that you are proud of today, just today? I'd love to hear it. I'm getting the agenda from over here, by the way. All right. Fridge looks dope. So are there a bunch of yeehaws from people coming back? If you guys have not entered the giveaway to win my car, go do it. Neil Patel, yeehaw. I am a CRX guy. That's my favorite car in the world. Where are the yeehaws from people? All right, so what are some of the things you're proud of? Stan got a date. Major Tyree, post your hair. I want to see your great hair day. Dude, you met Joe Rogan and Ron White on Wednesday? That's pretty damn cool, man. I would say I'm like 5% jealous on that. Philip's still alive. That's good. George, you want to win my fridge? Yardy, way to launch kick-ass letters, dude. Dude, I hope that you close it. Dude, big risk, big reward, my man. Way to go on that. Evie Hernandez, what is up? Dude, you guys had an awesome week. Molly Walsh had a Cuban coffee, washed my car, got a gyro. Here's the thing. That's a big controversy. Gyro or euro? Think about it. Are there any odd stains in the back of the Tesla? No. But I have done carpool karaoke. The carpool karaoke is awesome. You can do karaoke in the car. So I've just gone in the driveway and we party in the car. Man, you guys had an awesome week. This is so great to see. Just had more great one-on-one conversations. Surprisingly, Snapchat did a Zoom outreach. What's up, Jason? To clients. Proud you did some push-ups. RJ Youngling, at the end of the video, at the end of today's office hours, maybe we'll do some all push-ups together. I'm proud of the roast video. That video, your guys' response to it was awesome. A client's ads account is turning around. Hell yeah, man. Peter, I'm proud that I written to you on Instagram. Awesome. One of you guys wrote to me about why I'm single, and they're like, I could fix it. And then I was like, hey, I don't really know you. And they're like, well, that's why you're single. I was like, that's the logic. I don't quite follow the logic there. Leo Medina, what's up, man? All right, so we're going to do push-ups. Remind me at the end of the show, we'll do some push-ups. Let me do stock picks. Chua machua. Good to see you, man. But you guys wanted to, yes. Now it's time to show stocks because you guys need good stock advice. So I am going to show my stock picks because if you guys want to learn from a real stock investor, pay attention. All right. So this is my personal stock account. Let's just look over the stocks. So let's see how much I've actually done pretty well. Slack fucked me. All right. PayPal fucked me. Lemonade fucked me. These are ones I just bought. And I'm already down. So you know that. Like I'm doing all right. Some of my other ones, like, a lot of times with these stocks. So here's ones. I'm just such a pussy when I buy these stocks. Like I bought $3,000 of Tesla like 5 years ago. The only one that I was a little more aggressive on was Amazon. But yeah, just generally, I'm kind of a pussy with the stock stuff. I like making the money. I don't like spending it or like having variability once it's made. My dad bought NVIDIA for me. That's done well. New Relic. God, what a pussy. I only invested $2,400. Okay, what dummy buys Budweiser? Who here drinks Budweiser? I don't even drink Budweiser. Why Fiverr? So I can give the rationale why I made the decisions at the time. Kevin, I'm up in wine. I can pull up that account if you want as well, if you guys are interested. I don't know if this is interesting for you. I think people like seeing the money stuff. Intel, because I work there. Berkshire Hathaway, I bought more of it during the dip in May. Visa. So I bought this and I sold my Square holdings and bought Visa. Libsyn, I bought a lot of Libsyn because I use it for my podcast hosting. Chevron, my dad bought it. Chase, because I bank at Chase and I think they're pretty good. I bought Verizon because they had a good dividend. It's marginally up over like no years, so it was better spent elsewhere. I use Lemonade. I think Fiverr is just a long-term hold. I think more and more, like I like what they do. I think it's like the Amazon of freelancing. It's just easy to use. PayPal uses Venmo a lot. I think they have an upside there. Slack screwed me. I don't know what's up with them. I like Slack a lot, but suck there. I bought GoDaddy on IPO. Yeah, pretty cool to see. All right. I don't know if that's as interesting or helpful for you. You guys bought Palantir. All right. What stock tips So this is a question. Interesting. How do I decide when to sell? I never sell except Chipotle. I've sold Chipotle. I sold Square during when like March, April hit. I sold Square and transferred it to Visa because I thought incorrectly that people wouldn't be going to the stores. So why are you using the Square terminals? But the amount of Visa and online transactions would increase. So Visa or MasterCard would go up. But generally, I buy, never sell. So is AppSumo.com going to go public? We've talked about that off and on over the years, and now we're at a point where the economics make it interesting. I'm not sure. I think the amount of scrutiny and the fact that we would have to follow regulations would not be that fun. And I don't know the upside besides ego. There gives some liquidity to some of the shareholders, but we don't really give out a lot of the equity anymore. So it's something that we're not really considering. It's really fun just to run it ourselves. Yeah. So Budweiser during a pandemic, I'm like, yo, all these alcoholics are going to be home drinking. No, didn't happen. I do have ETFs. This is just my stock only account. So did I take your suggestions? No, Kevin, I didn't take your suggestions. I just went and used that VinoVest site that I put in the video. All right, you guys are awesome. It's cool to see all your guys' questions. I don't really pick stocks generally. I just buy the ETFs. I buy like 15K a month of ETF. Mostly like some percentage that these advisors guy recommend about global versus local. In terms of the stocks, I generally buy between 5 and 10K of whatever. I'm just like, yo, I love this company. I want to I want to be a part of it. And it's fun. Honestly, in the morning, checking like Google Finance and seeing like the stock market stuff, it kind of just makes life a little bit more entertaining. So here's the thing with Palantir. I guess this is like Neo and Palantir and some of these like hyper stocks. I just don't get what the fuck they do. And I only try to invest in stocks or companies that I use personally so I understand it. I don't get Palantir does like voodoo magic and then the government gives them money. I don't get that. I don't own any weed stocks because I don't really like smoking weed. I like uppers, not downers. Yeah. Did I buy my mom a house? No, my parents are pretty well off, so they bought their own house. Would I buy Airbnb if they went public? Interesting question. I'm curious what you guys think about it. I'm not. By the way, if you want stock advice, I'm probably #1 in the world, give or take. That's the opposite. I think the problem with Airbnb when they go public is I'm not sure how much more upside they have as a company. So one of the things I personally evaluate on is where else are they expanding market, right? So they have whatever, let's say $50 billion worth of company value. Where does it go to 100 or 500? Like Facebook and some of these things, you can see the amount of new people coming online. But Airbnb, unless they get into the apartment game, where are the other market sizes that are available for them? Like, is there like retail housing? I don't know. So I'm not sure how much upside they have around it. So this is really interesting, Kevin. I've thought about this a lot because I've been taking flying lessons. So I've been flying kind of like over Austin. I see all this land, and there's the Tesla Gigafactory. I don't have a picture of it, but the Tesla Gigafactory is coming here, and I get excited to make money, and I'm like, oh, I should go buy more land or buy like housing. And I think what I always kind of come back to is like, what is the best way for me to make money? And so storage units, housing, some of these things, I think they're great ways to make money if you want to specialize in that. Like, so one thing is I've been spending a lot of this time in YouTube. It's like people who run YouTube channels or TikTok businesses or any of these kind of large content companies, they treat it professionally. There is a team, there is expertise, there is planning, there's organization. But a lot of times with the storage units, like that has got to be your dedicated thing. So I think you can make it a side hustle, but what would be better is focus on the way that you make most of your money. Just do that, which for me is appsumo.com and YouTube. And then give that money to someone who's an expert in it. So funny enough, my landlord, I had a parking spot landlord in my previous place. And he is an expert in buying complexes and retrofitting them, fixing them up and raising rates. It's kind of, I don't know if I love that, but he's an expert. That's all he does. So I just give him my money and he does that. So I think that's a great way to make money potentially. But find the person who's going to be dedicated to it. The other thing with storage units, I fucking hate storage units. I don't know why we all need so much shit. That's a whole separate discussion. How much did I pay for the painting behind me? How much do you think I paid? So this is by Timmy Sneaks. I'm looking over you guys' questions. But basically what's pretty cool, that's the AppSumo logo. That's a Liechtenstein. That's a taco. Oh, this is pretty funny. Matthew McConaughey. This is Matthew McConaughey, Wolf of Wall Street. And then there's like a Scrooge McDuck and with money and stuff like that. It's from Timmy Sneaks. So you can guess how much you think I paid for it. Brian Keating. Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shalom, Dr. Brian Keating. You guys check out his YouTube channel if you want really boring science content. All right. 13,000 for the painting. 10K for the painting. Well, that's kind of an interesting one. I mean, Bryce, my favorite stock over the last decade is whatever one went up. I generally haven't really looked at the stocks. I've done a lot. I think more of my money's in index fund stuff. Maybe I'll show that in a second. All right, let me see the painting prices. You guys are all kind of off. So the 69,000. Thanks, Mike. That's so funny. All right, I paid 5K for the painting. Bill Cousins, good to see you, dude. If you want boring content, no, it's only because Brian was teasing me last week. All right, and then I'll show the wine site, Kevin, if you're curious to see it. But let's go over your questions. Last time I didn't go over all of your guys' questions. I'm going to post the agenda again in the comment here. Yeah, storage units, I think are lame. I had some thoughts. Okay, I'll give you guys the choice and you guys vote on it in the comments. Do you guys want me to answer your questions right now or go over some like observations, thoughts of the week? Your questions, observations, thoughts of the week. You guys decide. Leave it in the comments. Yeah, I think the upside on Airbnb, exactly, Financial Evangelist. Does the painting make me happy? Yes, it gives color to the house. Also, we painted the door. Emily, who's been helping, she's amazing. Put some colors. You got to make it pop. So the color of the door now just makes me happy in seeing that brightness. Oh, shit, you guys are like 50-50. What's up, Winston? Yardy? All right, so I'm just going to go briefly thoughts of the week, and then we're going to go into your guys' questions. So here's some of the observations. See, wow, it's like the energy. I noticed my energy just dropped on it. So I've been trying to figure out some relationship stuff, and I've been trying to figure out like house stuff. So I think if you've heard me talk about some of the YouTube videos, I live in a small house, and I'm not even complaining about it because it's cool that I have a house, but like, I don't know if you can see it. There's like cracks in the walls. And sometimes when you have like more space or bigger windows and you're like, it's inspiring. So anyways, I was looking at this house and I was like thinking about it and blah, 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 back and forth. But anyways, who cares about that? But I was talking to my buddy Adam Gilbert from mybodytutor.com. And so he said something to me last night. We had like an hour conversation. And I thought he said something that was just really, really fascinating that I wanted to share with you guys. He said, what are things, for you guys thinking, what are things for you that you have zero doubt about? And then he said after that, he's like, just do the shit you are 100% on. And I thought that was just like, I know that's pretty, I actually think that's like profound in a simple way, which is what is something in your life that you have zero doubt about and just do that shit. And if you're not 100% on it, then just take a step back and hold off on doing some of that stuff. And then he always talks about, and I love it, he's like, just be powerful. Like, embrace your power and don't settle for any less. And so I'm just like, fuck yeah. And, you know, like, I've been drinking a little bit last week, more than usual. And he's like, you're deflating your power with alcohol. And I was like, that's fucking true, dude. That's true. Would it be ironic, by the way, if I was drinking a beer as I talked about this? But I just love what the fuck he was saying last night. And he had so many, I actually recorded the conversation. And he just had a lot, if you guys like this, I'll just keep sharing more of some of the things we talked about. He said, what things do you pursue aggressively? So think about like all of we're talking, he was talking about, let me put it in context. So my word of the year is congruency. My word of the next year, I think, is going to be the word enjoy. I don't know if you guys have words of the year. I'd love to hear some words of the year from you if you guys have any words, but my word of the year is congruency. And so what does that mean to me? It's how I behave in work, YouTube, AppSumo, how I behave in my relationships with women, with friends, how I behave in my health, how I behave in myself. I want that shit all congruent, meaning that like I want to treat them the same, meaning if I'm planning and preparing in this, I'm doing it equally. And what's interesting is he's like, you're doing some of that in business. You're like, you want that, you fucking get it. But in your house recently, in women recently and some of these other things, you're like not congruent. You're like, I don't know. And he's like, well, if you don't fucking know, that's a no. And so I got really interested and excited because he was like, well, what have you been excited about? And what have you pursued aggressively? So sometimes and this is maybe something, there's so much good stuff in it. And he was like, if you're asking the question, like, should I do, it's such a Jew, I'm going to do it in a Jewy voice. Should I do this? I don't know. What should I do? Oy vey. He's like, if you're asking the question, you know the fucking answer. And so none of this stuff, you know what I've realized? One, you guys are smart, if not smarter than me in different ways. And a lot of times if we're asking these questions like, hey, do you think I should date this person? Hey, it's like, if there's a lot of these questions that we already know the answer. And I think that's just like amazing what he was sharing about it. That like deep down, we know what we want and everything else is kind of like irrational. Yeah, and Chelsea, I think this is a great point. What is something that you're like affirmatively like 100% yeah, versus like, I don't know. And one thing that I was thinking about, I wrote it down kind of related to it, is that if we're going after things we're uncertain of, we're like, hey, I want to start a business, but you treat it half-assed. I want to start YouTube. I don't know. I want to get a house, but I don't know. So the thing that I've kind of started realizing about it is that if you're going after the thing I was thinking about is like, if you're going after things that you don't really want, that literally wastes your time and blocks you from being open to the things you actually fucking want. That's like that famous, I don't know who said it, but it's that Buddhist quote where it's like, if your glass is already full, right? There's the whole Buddhist, I don't know who, Bruce Lee, whatever it is. He's pouring water into a cup and the cup is full. And he's like, well, you can't have any more fucking knowledge or things if your cup is already full. I fucking totally butchered that. Basically, a student's talking to a sensei or a Buddha master. And he says, Buddha master, if I'm butchering this, you guys can leave a comment about it better. He's like, hey, help me out. And the guy's like, but the student pretends like he knows it all. And so the Buddha master starts pouring tea in the guy's cup. And the guy's like, why? It's overflowing. It's overflowing. He's like, well, if your cup is always full, I can't pour anything in. And I think that's true for a lot of this stuff. If like you're going after stuff that you're half about, and I'm trying to just remind myself and share it with you, which is like, if we're going after stuff we're half about, there's not room to fill it up with the shit we actually do really want. So I think this could be used for this should be used for every single fucking thing. And shut up, Best Barbecue Show. But the bigger point is if we're spending time doing the things we're half on, that keeps us, and this is what I'm reminding myself, this keeps us away from doing the shit we're super excited about. Like the things that we don't have any fucking doubt on. So maybe you guys in the comments, what are some things, I'll share some for me. What are things that you've had zero doubt on? Zero, or you've been 100% on? What are things you're 100 fucking percent on that you've had zero doubt? So my Tesla, when I bought that Tesla, I was like, this is the greatest fucking thing I've ever bought. My chair, dude, I wanted an Eames chair. I was like, that's fucking rich. It's not a fake either for you people out there. Anyways, I did get it on sale because Design Within Reach has a sale. But when I got that chair, zero doubt. I bought a knife recently. It's a Shin knife. I was like, zero doubt. I fucking love this knife. My Trek bike. Anyways, that's the kind of cool shit I think we can all be thinking about. All right, so I'm looking. I should do my own show, Bachelor. One, Candace, I like where you're going with that. It would be like The Complainer. My mom has been telling me, she's like, no, you got to apply for Dancing with the Stars. Go on the show. I don't know why they wouldn't pick you. That's a Jewish mother right there. The mantra can be used for everything. Just do the shit you're 100% on. Oh, good. Yes to the Bachelor. Tynan, do not encourage her. No. But I might actually apply for The Bachelor. If you guys want my Tesla, you guys could win it. Tynan get my Tesla. Rofel, RJ Youngling get my Tesla. All right. Oh, so here's some good shit. Blend Tech, Omega Juicer, Shun Knife. I have zero doubt Jesus is real. Honestly, that's pretty wild, but I'm glad that you have zero doubt. Ultra marathoning, my Dolce & Gabbana coat. Oh my God, Ashley, I have this jacket. Let me just show it to you guys. I have this jacket, and I've been like, I don't know, do I like it? It's a biking jacket. I'm just going to show you two jackets. This fucking jacket. It's super expensive. It's by this bougie-ass hipster company in San Francisco. And I'm like, every time I put it on the ground because I want to like look at it a lot and be like, do you love it? But the fact that I'm like, I think about that fucking jacket all the time. I don't like it. But this shirt, this is actually another biking shirt. I fucking love this shirt. I love this shirt. I just love it. I love that fucking shirt. I'm going to return that jacket. It bothers me. I will say this is another cool artist in Austin. This guy's name's Mike Johnson, aka Truth. I like that print. Not print. He did that painting. Really, really cool. All right, what other cool shit you guys had zero doubt on? Proposing to my wife? Hell yeah, Andrew Rogers. Ali Abdaal is like, he's like my child. He's what I hope my child is like. If you guys don't check out Ali Abdaal, the guy's got amazing content. I love Ali Abdaal. I wish he's like my child. Eames Rocks. My watch. Oh my God, Major Tyree. Yes, I got my Rolex finally last year, and I fucking love it. And now I'm like, oh, I should get another one. And I don't like any of them. But it's like, well, just enjoy the one you fucking have, Noah. I'm like, really? Yeah. See the stuff that goes on up here? Can you really be 100% sure of anything? Yes. Yes. Monique, think about this week. I bet you had something. Dude, yeah, smash that like button if you guys feel like it. Dude, moving to Monaco. One, that sounds fucking dope. But yes, when I came to Austin the first time, I was like, this is fucking it. That was 11 years ago. No, that was 20 years ago the first time. But then when I moved here for good almost, I guess for good, 10 years ago, I was like 100%. Baja wine. So instead, I don't want to hate on things. Coming to the United States. Wow. Man, you guys have such good, dude, Cam Fulton, my friends. Yes. Dude, it's fine. It's fine about the people that, all right. Wow. I like seeing, all right. So that was my observation. Buying AppSumo deals. Why not? Have I ever dreamt about living abroad? Yeah. Normally I spend the summers in Spain. With COVID, I've been trying to go actually, but they've been pretty blocked about getting there. But Spain and Israel, and I really wanted to do Japan and Thailand as well this year, but somewhere in the future. That'd be really interesting. Dude, yes, Philip. By the way, Philip, post your book, your ebook in the office hours agenda. I'm not sure if that's a joke or not. My future wife from Nigeria. Honestly, I feel bad for Nigerians because of the scams back in the day. There's a lot of really cool Nigerians. It's really just it's weird. They got bad branding. Wake up at 5 a.m. Holy shit, that's so fucking cool. Yardy, yes, quitting my corporate job. I would say my business partner, Chad, zero doubt. Neville, my best friend, zero doubt. Yeah, zero doubt starting my own company. Wow, this is so inspiring. Thanks, Jessica Richmond. Good to see you. It's been a while. Movement practice learning, not doing an MBA. I have not changed a bit. Jessica and I went to college together. Yeah, good. Sometimes it's like if you want to change a bit, but sometimes I'm like, I like the way I fucking am. So I'm going to stay that way. Yes, David, I just bought the new MacBook last night. If you guys work on fucking computers, you should just get the best thing. If that time is all we have, and if we could save more time from it, it's worth fucking every penny. So that is something, that is a great one, David. I almost don't ever hesitate getting technology if it makes life faster or easier. We are not delivering the Tesla to the UK. We're giving you cash equivalent. So I think it's like 60 G's. In America, I think maybe we'll fly you in and you can get the car in person. You could drive me around if you want. You don't have to. 100% on the grounding sheet that I sleep with stimulates sleeping on the ground, and my life has changed because of it. Man, you guys are awesome. All right, now it is time to go to your questions. Last time I didn't do as many of your questions, and so I want to answer your questions. So I'm glad I got to do some observations. I'm supposed to have a meeting with this guy who's pretty. I keep trying to move the meeting. Oh, okay, it got moved. Good. Yeah, sweet, got moved. All right, so now we're gonna go over your questions. Last time I didn't get to do as many. So your questions are in the Google Doc. I'm gonna post them here as well because last time you guys did. So when hiring, how do you quickly narrow down the first round of candidates? Some of these fucking questions, I gotta just put the video out, but you guys haven't heard it. So the first round of candidates, the way that I've always done it in the past 10 years is I say, and you could, we're hiring, let me see if I can get the link to one of our recent hiring ones. So I'm just trying to see if I can find a job just to show it to you. But normally what we do is we say email noah@okdork.com or email Mitchell and include a URL or include a word. And so that basically, once they email that into the application, then you can do an autoresponder to part 2, which is a Google form. And 50% of the fucking people are so dumb So dumb, they can't follow that. It's very concerning. So that is the best way to filter out round one. Round two, what I have found that's the best way to do it is just give them a bunch of tasks that are very objective based on actual things you need resolved. So how can I give people a bunch of tasks that I can actually easily compare? Because sometimes if you're like, hey, what do you think I would do here? And then they have to write an answer, you have to read it. But in round two, you want it to be more numerical. So words per minute, numbers, any spreadsheets, anything that's like quantifiable. And that's how you can filter out a lot of people early on. And then round 3 and 4, I generally like to do a time-limited project that's actual. So we're hiring someone right now. If you guys are interested in working with me and Mitchell and Jeremy and running a media business full-time, we're looking for a marketing intern. So you can email noah@okdork. You have to include the word marketing. You see what I did there? And then I'll do an autoresponder, send you the form. Actually, I think Mitchell actually has a form. What the hell is Mitchell's form? Let me find the job link and I'll just send that to you guys. But that is a way that you can learn how to do it. Can you still PayPal $10 for the spreadsheet? Okay, so I got to be honest. I sucked on the spreadsheet. I'll show you guys the spreadsheet for a few of the people that are interested. It is, we can sell it for $10 still. I'm going to put it on Absolute. Actually, here's what's up. If anyone is good at spreadsheets, I would pay you to just update this. So I'll pay someone $100 straight up right now, as long as you're decent, to help me update the spreadsheet. So we have the spreadsheet for our YouTube tracking. So it's how we track towards our goal. It's our YouTube dashboard on all our videos. It's our current month videos. It's our video ideas and how we rank them. I need someone to help update it. So, and because then I'm going to put it on the AppSumo marketplace. So if anyone is good at Google Spreadsheets and wants $100, let me know. Is anyone good here? Like really good at spreadsheets? I need it done as soon as the person can get it done. I generally, by the way, in terms of hiring and things like that, I love not giving people a time frame because I'm like, if they're fucking hungry, they'll get it back. Let me give you a quick story that was so funny. Like 5 years ago, we were hiring our office manager and there was 2 women. It could be men, but it was 2 women. One didn't have a job, one had a job, and they both came in. One of them was like, I was like, wow, you're unemployed, but you're really impressive. You got a solid background. The other one had a job, really impressive as well. And I said, all right, I need you to go do this task and get it back whenever you can. One of them, the fucking unemployed girl, not a woman, got it back like a week later. The one who had a fucking job, who was busy, got it back that night. And it was like, oh, it's interesting to see how serious they take it. And I'm like, you wonder why you're unemployed? This is why you're unemployed. You wonder why you're doing well? This is why you're doing well. Man, I was on one for that. Good job, Rachel. Rachel still works with us. All right, if you are good at spreadsheets, email me a spreadsheet that you've done just so I can see that you're doing it. Email spreadsheet@okdork.com. I'll post that in the comment. $100 for you to update that spreadsheet, and then I could post it again. So email a spreadsheet to spreadsheet. I put it in the notes on the Google Doc. Boom, done. If you want to PayPal at OKDork to get the copy of the spreadsheet, PayPal at OK. No, don't send it. I want to put it on the AppSumo marketplace. Do not send me any money for it, please. All right, so good. That was the spreadsheet. So that is our YouTube tracking spreadsheet. If you want to get paid $100, I'll pay someone to update it, and then we'll put it in the AppSumo marketplace. Can we share our weekly KPI spreadsheet? Someone put a copy of it. Can you not link to the copy? Because then it's free, but even if you do, I guess that's fine. Some of these questions are really long, y'all. If you write less, it makes it a lot easier for me to answer them. Oh, these are questions from last time. Shit. Sorry, I was looking over last time's questions. This week's questions. CBD is a scam. How can I keep growing my YouTube and get sponsors for my episode and travel? Best barbecue show. So let's look up the YouTube. So I can give $100 cash, or I'd rather give $100 cash than AppSumo credit. I'd rather just pay for it. All right, so someone is asking here about how to grow their YouTube channel and get sponsors. Let's check it out. It's the best barbecue show.
On this episode of Best Barbecue, I sit down with owner and creator of Backline Fabrication.
Yo, hold on. Is this like a meditation video or a barbecue video? Today, we're going to put a fat brisket in our mouth. And I'm gonna put slow. Dude, like I'm falling asleep here, man. It's just
Ryan
sleepy.
Newland.
Hey,
We talk about his history and why he's so obsessed with building bar.
All right, just real quickly. The reason you're not getting a lot of views and sponsors is that I can show you a few things. I'll show you a few things I can probably observe right away. One, you're treating this like an amateur. God, I know it sounds mean, but look, you put out a video 4 months ago, 2 months ago, 3 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, 3 days ago. Like you're treating it so slowly. So let's go look at a professional food person on YouTube. So let's just search barbecue cook. So David's been here. Let's see some. I just want to make sure it's recent. So filter this month. Ballistic barbecue.
Thank you for stopping by Ballistic Barbecue. On today's video, I'm going to be cooking up a full packer brisket on the Argentine grill. Let's get going.
All right. So by the way, 8 seconds in, I'm not asleep. He's told me what I'm gonna get. It could be a little faster, but 8 seconds in, it's like boom. Here's what I'm gonna get. Now, I don't know if this guy, I haven't seen this channel before, but my guess is he treats it a little bit more professionally where it's like, yeah, okay, you could do a little more videos, but it's like pretty consistent videos over a very long period of time. And so you're like putting out one video a month. Let's just go back to your channel.
Thank you.
Let's go back to Sleepy Barbecue, which honestly, that could be a cool niche. Like I'm going to have barbecues to fall asleep to. All right, Tiny wants me to check this out. How to barbecue good. Kind of, where is it? I don't see that channel. So here's the thing, dude. You're like, hey, how do I get sponsors and do it? I'm like, well, you're not taking it seriously. So why would any sponsor take you seriously? Yeah, I'm roasting the roaster. Oh, he's slow roasted. You guys are so funny. You don't have to do how to. Here's the thing. Like, this is the kind of shit that just like irritates me. I don't want to do how-to videos. Well, if you don't want to do shit, you're not going to get shit. So I'm not saying you have to go do how the cooking videos, but like, let's just look at your videos. You do one, like often never. So you're treating it not professionally. So like, if you hit me up as a sponsor, I would ignore the fuck out of you. How do you find sponsors? Let's just find a, so number one, upload more regularly. 2, which of your videos has actually been popular? Yeah, I can't wait to watch 2 people talk about eating barbecue that I don't know. That sounds like a lot of fun. Too mean, guys? Tone it down. I'm just saying that like, wow, I can't wait to watch 2 people. Like, I don't know, is this too mean? Versus so here's the thing. In business, this world that we're talking of, there are things that you want to do. There are things that people want to watch and pay for. You're fucking way on left field. You need to kind of come somewhere in the middle. So watch me eat barbecue. Let me go do more interesting things based on what people want to watch and what you want to do. And if you be more consistent with it, then we can talk about how to find sponsors and make it more seriously. Like some of the most professional channels. So like what was the other one you were mentioning? Dude, I like how you're in La La Land. That's what my dad calls it. This is a show about people who make the best. Well, why aren't your videos the best then? So I'm not hating on you. Okay, this is good. This is good. Okay, first off, if that's how you actually look, I'm a little afraid of insulting you. So I do apologize for everything I've said.
Convenience West is, well, it's an enigma. It's its own thing out in West Texas. We're here on the main road through town, and there isn't.
All right, so I just want to contrast this to like someone who's a pro. I'm not saying you can't do your videos.
Hey, I'm Malcolm Reed, and this is How to Barbecue Right.
And my suggestion is not give up. My suggestion is you're not committed. My suggestion is to commit in. Law of 100, commit in. So let's just watch a pro video guy. Pro barbecue. So he's doing cooking views, but here's the thing to look at this. Look at this. Look at it. This is so important. I'm going to hide your thing. Look, right here. So he does podcast interview of him talking barbecue with another person we don't care about. No one cares. 3,000 views, 12,000 views, 13,000. No one gives a shit. Now, let's look at something else. Oh, game day chili dog, 160,000 views. Chicken tacos, 140. Do you guys see what I'm saying? You're like, well, I want to do the interviews. Well, fine if you don't want anyone to watch. One, please don't show up at my house. I apologize for all the things I've said to you. But again, you're not a pro because you're treating it not pro. So number one, go pro it out. I can do here. Fine. I'll go full on. All right. You fucking asked for it then, didn't you, pal? So look, you're not doing the goddamn barbecue that way I told you to do the fucking barbecue. But yeah, your shit's boring. So how to fix it? Do videos regularly, or if you're gonna put out one a week, Mr. Beast puts out one video a week. His video once a week is fucking insane. But most of the most successful YouTubers do somewhere between 2 to 5 videos a week. Why? Because that's what it takes to win in that game. If you don't want to do it, that's fine, but you're not gonna win. So like, let's watch his video. That's a game-changing video.
Hey, welcome back to How to Barbecue.
God damn, I like this guy.
Today I'm going to show you how I do grilled chicken tacos. Now I've got some boneless, skinless thighs that I'm going to get in a marinade. Then we're going to put them.
Dude, I've got to meet this guy. Don't you want to barbecue at his house? On Goga Food? All right, I can't keep watching. Anyways, that's a question. So number one, put out more videos regularly. Number two, upgrade your video quality to what's popular. And then I would think about how to get sponsors and shit. How do you get sponsors? Here's the easiest way to get sponsors. Go look who's sponsoring. So even if we take a quick look in this video, he's got a little spray thing on the bottom. He's got this board called smokerwood.com. He's probably got a bunch of links to his sponsors. Barbecue sauce, Mexican seasoning, red handle knife, Grand Gringo. So all I do to get sponsors, like when I've ran conferences, when I've gotten sponsors in the past, I just look who's already spending the money. They've already raised their hand, say they're committed and interested, and I just get their money. So getting the sponsors is the joke. Making better quality content is what you need to be focusing on. So you have potential. All you need to do is commit into it and take it seriously. It's like people who are like, yeah, I'm going to get rich on Robinhood day trading. I'm like, well, I'll see you when I have to fucking pay for your unemployment. If you take it not seriously, you're not going to get serious results. And also, if you want to talk, so that's enough. All right, so I'm going over the rest of your guys' questions. What platform am I using? I'm using StreamYard.com. I love these guys. I've been trying to invest in these guys. I highly recommend StreamYard.com. Again, so I can't do more of the YouTube stuff with you right now, but if you're trying to make good content, you don't need an editor. You don't need a producer. You don't need to spend a lot of money. It's literally, though, taking your phone. I don't know where my phone is. That's over there. Taking your phone and filming what's popular. You're filming what you want, which is fine. But if no one's watching it, then you can't complain. All right, read this. Just read that shit. I don't think it's mean. I think it's the reality that he's not facing. And I'm not saying he's bad. I'm actually saying if you're serious about it, take it seriously. And then if you want to do popular stuff for barbecue, go film what's popular for barbecue. And then if you're interested in doing the podcast piece of it, that's not going to be the main thing right now because it's just not working. So if you guys are giving him like false hope, then he's going to be doing this shit for the next 3 years, having no fucking results. And then you're going to be like, well, I'm still where I'm at. All right. Is he showing up at the house? Shit. All right. If I got an extra $30,000 this year that I wasn't expecting, what would I do with it? I am getting a dividend, right? So our company pays up. We basically try to spend all of our profit at AppSumo, Sumo Group at the end of the year. So most people get bonuses and I get my bonus. Honestly, like, I think you have to figure out what you want to, like, what you're trying to accomplish. Well, for me, I don't need more shit. I'd like another house, but I'm not worrying about that till next year. I've kind of like cut that off completely. So I think you have to think about what are your long-term goals and then what is the financial stuff you need to get there. I know you want like specific tactics. So for me, I don't have more financial goals anymore. I don't need more money. But generally when I was trying to get to like millions and so forth, do an asset allocation, figure out how much you want to be making or where you want to be at the end. And then what is the percentage that you want to put in these different buckets? I've put an article on okdork.com. You could see about that. If I'm trying to minimize my tax burden, which by the way, I'll say it straight up. People who are like, I love paying taxes. The rich should, you know, if I'm rich and I love paying taxes, then you pay my fucking share of taxes. Fuck those people. It's not that I don't want to help out and support. Like, I love supporting Mexicans. I love supporting hardworking people. I think one, government's the biggest fucking wasters I've ever seen. And two, I don't want to help people who are sitting on the fucking sidelines doing nothing. There's all these amazing Mexicans and hardworking fucking people that are working their ass off, not asking for shit. And then all these other people want stuff. I'm like, So I do try to minimize my taxes as regularly as I can. I'm a fucking app. And also, who thinks the government is the best use of our money? No one. If you guys have ever been in government, they are the biggest wasters and inefficiency I've ever fucking seen. And so, calm down a bit. So yes, I do tax minimization. There's the simplest ways to do some tax minimization, depends on your net worth. But if you can create an LLC around things you're doing, your property, your podcast, your side hustles, there's a lot of ways to put money into that reduces your tax exposure. There's more advanced levels on when you're doing 6 to 7 figures a year in income. Actually, art donations. If you want to look into art donations, I think that's probably one of the biggest opportunities that people aren't doing because there's not a lot of information about it. It's something I do, which is art donation. Check it out. All right, more questions. Wow, I'm like on one. How you guys feeling out there? So if you are looking for tools to grow your email list, use sendfox.com. Sendfox.com. It is completely free. It's got the landing page. It's what we built. It's what we use. You do not have to pay. For some of the advanced shit, which you only need if you're making money, use sendfox.com. All right, more questions. This is a great one. You tweeted about how rewards will be proportional to your results. How do we become better at getting results versus just working hard? So what I was saying here is that a lot of people talk in this stuff and they're like, hey, I put a lot of effort. I did a lot of effort. I'm like, fuck your effort. You can't pay for food with effort unless you're volunteering. And so a lot of you guys are using SendFox. No, Zach, I don't want to invest in a bar in Rainy. I already invested in a bar downtown. I just went out of business. Best investor right now. So what I meant by that is that if you want a lot of rewards, if you want millions of dollars, if you want the cars, whatever it is you want, it doesn't even have to be monetary, but if you want results, if you want the rewards of all the fucking big ass life, the results have to be proportional. You want millions of dollars, you probably have to fucking help millions of people. And I think where people get it wrong is they're working on things. So like, let's take the YouTube barbecue guy. There is no reason he couldn't be a millionaire from doing a barbecue show. Zero. Gordon Ramsay, Rachel Ray, Martha Stewart, they are the same. Who the fuck are they? They're the same as the barbecue show guy. They treated it disproportionately. Why? Because they looked at where's their opportunity. So the results where it could be disproportionate rewards is like, are you working on the highest leverage activities? And those activities, are you taking them fucking seriously? Wow, dude, I'm really aggressive today. I love it. I'm fucking loving it. I'm loving it. I hope you guys love it as well. Anthony Bourdain made a fucking living out of smoking cigarettes, being an alcoholic, and complaining. Like, how amazing is that? That's like a Jewish heaven. All right. So in terms of like, how do you pick the right things versus working hard? I think what you have to realize is that, how do I put it best? I guess the way that I think about it is disproportionate returns. So in terms of working on something, how do you know you're getting results versus working hard? So you can work hard on anything, and certain things will probably give you disproportionate returns. Let me give you just a really simple example. I'll give you, I hate fucking Trump ruined this. Like, I don't care if you like him or not like him, but you can't do like this. You can't do anything with this. Fuck him, man. Can't do that anymore. Okay, I'm going to take it back. So just to give you an example, I spent a year doing a podcast, and I spent a year doing YouTube. On YouTube, after a year, I saw the audience 3x. On the podcast, after a year, I saw the audience stay the same. So I was like, hey, I'm working the same amount of hard on these, but I'm getting a better return here. So that is an example of working the same amount hard, but you're getting a disproportionate return. Same thing. So halldrop.com, if you guys have heard me talk about it or see the video of it, I'll pull it up here. So halldrop.com. So we had a team of 3 people, awesome guys, Eric, Justin, and Chad, working on a Hall Drop almost the majority of this year. And after the majority of this year, we had zero money. The growth was weak. The growth was okay. The cohort retention was bad. It wasn't doing anything. So it was like, hey, we're not getting a great return for this time on our lives. So we moved that team. We asked them, we said, you guys want to go to appsumo.com? And now in AppSumo, those guys in like literally a month have already generated a significant amount of money for the company. And for them personally, you feel good when your shit is used and your shit is like actually making a difference. And so I think they feel that a lot more strongly on AppSumo than when they were just doing it on HallDrop and not getting the rewards for those results. All right, more questions. I'm doing the questions from the Google Doc. Privacy online, should we be pushing our personal name? Everyone has a different preference. That just really depends on your preferences. I like the attention. I want to have a group of homies, like the underdogs like you guys, that I can hang out with. So I put myself out there. Sometimes that gets a little intrusive. Like I've had people show up at the house. I've had people call. It's never gotten weird. But I think that that's a personal preference. I think what's weird, and I tweeted about it recently, is that I think it's weird that Facebook and some of these guys have all of our information without us knowing, and also that they can like censor us, which is a whole nother thing. I don't like it at all. So best ways to validate YouTube video content. That's a really interesting question. So like if I was trying to figure out, should I do a tequila show or should I do it like a sparkling water show? I think the way that we are looking at it, so we're getting more scientific about it, but I'd say the easiest ways to do it, making the videos is hard if you've been trying to make videos, but I don't know, maybe look at Twitter, just put out tweets, email your friends, post on Facebook. Basically what you're looking for is a high amount of demand of questions and activity. As well, you can go on YouTube and see which content is popular. Like if I was 15 right now, I'd probably do a chess YouTube channel. That would be something because I like chess. I know there's a lot, like Twitch is big, chess.com is big. I'd probably do something around that. So I try to look at what topics are trending or more popular. You can use Google Trends. But honestly, what I would do is probably just find topics that you're excited about. I think what's crazy about YouTube, I think what's honestly so crazy about YouTube is that you can create a business out of almost any hobby now. So if you're a lawyer, if you're a lockpicker, if you're into tequila, if you're into tech, like you can make a 6 to 7 figure business if you treat it professionally. Just depends on whatever you're interested. Gardening, like we're putting out all these videos showing people that are into yachts. Like Tynan, you could probably make a video about The Bachelor. Oh, it's helpful to put your name on these questions. So if you guys do not know, we're using the Google Doc. Will we revitalize Meet Fam? This is another thing coming back to reward versus results. Meet Fam, like we were pushing the thing uphill. You've got to have businesses where you're pushing it downhill, where there's momentum building. And Meet Fam, no matter what we did, we could not get that momentum happening. So again, that's kind of the same with a lot of this different content. A lot of these different businesses, excuse me. What apps are on my phone home screen? Let's find out. I haven't looked at it in a little bit. All right, so this is my home screen. I don't think the only ones that might be interesting are push-ups. I do push-ups every day. Strides, where I have a daily checklist. Lately, I've been using Duolingo to learn Hebrew. I read articles on Pocket. I think what's kind of interesting that I like is like, think about it this way. Two things I think I do interestingly on the iPhone that I think are kind of neat is like, I don't have phone here because how often are we making calls? And I want to be reading more books. So I put Audible there because you should put whatever you're using the most down here. Also, I try to rearrange, or I'll just do it right now. So I try to rearrange my icons, even if it's not the most optimized. I like rearranging them every once in a while, so I'm moving them around. Let's move around. So I like actually just kind of shifting them around a bit because for some reason it kind of like moves that my brain just gets refreshed. And it's like, oh, where'd that thing go? And then does it matter? And I don't know, conceptually I've always liked that. Tesla, which is going to go, I'll get a different Tesla. Remember the Milk for to-dos. Overcast and podcast for podcasts. I don't listen to as many podcasts. By the way, Overdrive, if you guys don't use the library is so dope. I love library. What is the bed you recommend that people that you bought online? I'll just show you my Amazon purchases. This is cool. You guys tell me your Amazon purchases. I tried the new iOS like grouping shit. It was kind of weird. So here's the mattress that I use. So what I like to do, I bought, I think I bought this one. No, it's not full. Yeah, Signature Sleep. So Signature Sleep Memoir. Dude, look how many times I've bought this fucking mattress. So what I recommend on the mattress game is you buy the mattress and then throw a mattress pad on top of it. So whatever it is, this is like the cheapest way to upgrade your bed. So then throw a mattress pad. I use the Uller cooling bed. So there's a thing called Uller that can make your bed cold or hot, and I found that to be helpful. Best practices for a secure website. I'm not the best to ask about that. Some things I don't know, like what are my opinions on the future of travel industry? I don't know. I think just ask yourself, when are you traveling? Who's this? Oh, this guy, by the way, hold on. Hey, guys, pay attention. This guy's really interesting. Manishma Basada Gomor. Hello, hello. This guy is friends with my father who passed away. This is a friend of his who I think dated my mom. I appreciated you reaching out. I'd be curious to hear more stories of my dad. My dad's name was Boaz. Pretty wild. I do appreciate you reaching out. I'm glad that you turned into the show. It's just wild, man. I think sometimes we forget our parents are real and they had their own stories in history. But this is crazy. This guy here. Thanks for emailing. You do have my number. I didn't call you because I was like, what am I gonna call and talk to you about my dead dad? I don't know if he's hold on. But thanks again for reaching out. Maybe interesting to hear some stories about him that I haven't heard. But hold on one second. There's someone at the door. Hey, what's up, man?
I put a new one on this.
Thank you, sir.
All right.
Appreciate you.
All right.
All right. That's wild. But yeah, my dad's name was Boaz. Hey, what are your guys' favorite apps that I don't know about? I just what are your guys' favorite apps or phone hacks? Put it in the doc or put it in the comments. Boaz is a cool name. Yeah, I like my dad's name. I don't know if it's very common. He's from Israel. I don't know if it is very common. All right, favorite apps or favorite phone hacks. Post it. Can we put a section in the Google Doc for that? I'll put the job posting, by the way. If you guys were looking for a util thumb, I'm going to put it in the top. Noah is hiring. So I put a job at the top. If you guys are interested, we're hiring a designer / marketing intern. You can see how we hire too. If you're unemployed or you're employed and you want to do something way more interesting and have a lot of fun, can't believe we get paid to do this. I put the job description at the top of the Google Doc. I have another call. Double check. My next call is at 1:30, so I've got time to hang out with you guys. All right, holy shit, you guys have a lot of recommendations. Can someone put these in the Google Doc? This is so fucking cool. Station, what are all these? Dude, that's an interesting question, Financial Advisors. I wanted to buy Twilio stock, but man, they've done really well. I like, because we use SendGrid a lot, and then they bought them, and I was like, oh, that's a good idea. Great Suspender Chrome app. That's not a phone app, but interesting. Make time. Hold on, what do you guys? So yeah, let's. You know, sometimes here's what's interesting, guys. I'm curious your guys' opinion. So yeah, keep posting things that you've learned, your favorite app stuff. Sometimes I see more books like this, Yatav, Priyan, and I'm just like, how many more books do I need to read about business or like how to focus or how to live a better day? Do you guys ever think about that? I'm just like, how many more ways can I learn how to like do a checklist, or how many more ways can I like, hey, you're doing things that don't matter. It's like, I know, but I'm still doing them anyways. I don't know, man. Like, I just get weirded out with some of that stuff, but I do appreciate the book recommendations. Generally, like I'm reading The Lost Dog of the Curious Incident. It was a popular book a few years ago. It's really well written. Oh, call recorder app. So I actually did that last night with my observations with Adam. I did get his permission, but tape a call, I guess that's the most popular one. Pretty cool. If you ever want to make a podcast and you're calling someone on the phone with their permission, use tape a call. That was a cool one. I use chess a lot. I'm trying to see the other ones you guys are recommending. This is cool. People do this whole iPhone black and white thing, and it makes you like less. I'm like, yo, you're still not doing anything productive, so shut up. I think people are like overly optimized on the micro and then under optimized on the macro. So like your bed, macro, your computer, macro, what you're choosing to spend your day on, macro. That your phone is in color versus not color. If you're fucking Bill Gates and Steve Jobs or Zuck or Bezos, any of these guys doing it, okay, maybe. I'm pretty sure those guys have like, they're fucking on Instagram and dicking around. They probably don't read those goddamn books, but they seem to be getting a bunch of crazy shit done. Station HQ. All right, I think I'm kind of fading. I can tell the energy of me is going down. Disable all notifications. Anthony Freeman, you are late. Get in the corner. Does anyone actually go in the corner? Yeah, I do use Brian. That's interesting. I use Pedo plus to track my steps. So chronometer app. There's also my Fitness Pal. That is very cool. Evernote, Nimbus on AppSimoConf. Oh, that's cool. I don't know how Evernote. I mean, it's so interesting that I still and a lot of people still use Evernote, even if it's like 80 years old. So it's interesting of a product that even though we don't love it, switching off of it and doing something else is kind of a pain in the ass. I'm using Bear a lot for writing, but Evernote's still for like storing kind of important shit. Oh, that's cool. Dude, yes. YouTube as a industry, as a career, you're going to see colleges and courses pop up pretty aggressively. I can see in major channels, major universities around that. All right, man, you guys have a lot of interesting things. Station HQ, this looks kind of neat. I'm just looking at, so someone recommended Station HQ. There's like so many interesting apps, and I think that's one, we've made videos about this. I think part of the challenge with some of it is like, how do you know the app is going to make a difference versus just another thing that's like not, it's like marginally better? You know, a lot of these things, it's hard, right? Like people are like, oh, why do I need another this? Why do I need another that? This one's good enough. But that's also like old people talk. Old people talk like, oh, well, I do it this way. It's like, well, yeah, dude, that's how you fucking did it in the 80s. Oh, this is a cool idea. All right, so maybe instead of apps, do you guys have any phone kind of thingamajiggers like this where I change my ringtone for people I really like, so when they get a call, I get excited and happy? Man, that's cool. I mean, I pretty aggressively try to remove apps, and I use any apps I actually don't want to be using rarely. I move to the far screens and I put in a folder. That's been helpful in like slowing me down to use it. There is a Google Doc. I'll post it again. I'm going to read off some of the iPhone hacks. I don't know if we have any other iPhone parts in here. All right, it doesn't really look like it. Oh, Kevin Fox. I mean, you guys have great questions. It's hard to go through all of them. So this is a good question. What space looks good, but 2 years from now will be saturated or crowded? So the space that there's a bunch of spaces. So like if I was not doing this, which is what I love to do, spaces that I think are fascinating is community software. So replacing Facebook groups. So kind of how like Craigslist got fucking picked apart. There's a world where Facebook gets picked apart because fuck Facebook. That shit sucks now. I can't use it. I don't know if I'm like, it's like what old people use. That's what young people say. So I think community software is going to be huge. 2, I think streaming software like StreamYard, I think there's still a lot of competition available in the streaming space. I think where it's overly fucking complicated and overly done already is all these goddamn to-do sites. Asana, Checkup, Notion, Coda. It's like, we don't need any more fucking tables and checklists. We got it. So I don't like that, but I like streaming. I like community. I think honestly, what's going to be, I still will have opportunity in 2 years. I think the YouTube game is still really early. If you come onto the YouTube, by the way, so I think if you want to be starting a business, I think, or if you have a product, like you've made a barbecue sauce, you've made a product, I think starting a YouTube channel is one of the best ways to consistently grow your audience for relative to the time and cost it takes. If you're on YouTube or if you're on Facebook or LinkedIn right now, come to youtube.com/okdork, subscribe to get notified of the next office hours, and also find the Google Docs spreadsheet. Yeah, where do we find good video editors? That Mitchell, who runs our channel, found them. And honestly, it's been hard. It's been really hard. I think that's I mean, again, that's part of the YouTube ecosystem. So I think in terms of opportunity. It's like be a video editor, be a YouTube title person, be the actual creator, be a producer. We have a full-time producer for the show. So I think those are 3 things. I'm still bitter I got fired from Facebook. Yeah, why not? Would you be bitter? I'm just, dude. Yeah. Do you think Bill Gates and all these guys are like, who's running whatever large company, Tim Cook, you think he's using like Notion and like, oh, I gotta create this table and I gotta do, like, I find like Notion and Encoda and all these new tools, I find like the amount of work I have to go to figure them out and actually get them working is not proportional to the amount of results I get from just using what's worked in the past. And I think many people are making that mistake. So yes, I agree with what Anna's saying. Tools don't make productive, you make you productive. By the way, William McConnell, hell yeah. So if you don't use Newsfeed Eradicator on Facebook, it is awesome. I'll show it to you guys. Newsfeed, thank you, William McConnell, for pointing that out. This is one of the best ways to be more productive. So when you go to Facebook, it blocks the newsfeed, Newsfeed Eradicator. It is awesome. I don't even know what people use. I don't get this whole Facebook thing anymore. Even Instagram, I'm like, that's dying to me too. I don't want to, like, I unfollowed almost everyone. I'm like, what am I doing here? Like, YouTube is literally the way I like being entertained, or books, or chess. So those are some of the opportunities I think for people in the future. Text messaging could be bigger. Yes, John, that's a good one. Text messaging could be a really interesting opportunity. So this is an interesting question. Better to start building an audience through blogging or starting a YouTube channel? I think it would just really depends what medium you enjoy more. So if you don't want to be on a camera, do the blogging. What I might consider if I were you, I think like Twitter, it's really hard to grow the audience, and the audience is not as active. So like I have 70,000 followers. Very small amounts are ever engaged with it. Blog, and I don't think Twitter really helps me get new people, but the amount of people on Google for blogs or YouTube, the audience is much larger, and it's more easy to get the audience. I would just try both and see which ones are more interesting for you, or choose which medium you like. If it was, so here's something to consider. If it was just me and I didn't have money and I couldn't pay for a team to help me with it, I probably would do blogging because it's just easier to write and photos and shit like that. And then I would do videos as well, but I would just have them be a lot more basic. It would be a lot more just me with my phone being like, hey, what's up? And I would just do a little bit more talking, and whichever one gained more traction, I would go deeper in that. Or as it built up, I would start finding people that could work for free or that want to build up their resume to help me so that we could both grow our stuff at the same time. There's a lot of people out there. You can meet them. And by the way, if you guys are not in our Facebook group, we're going to be moving it off of Facebook next year is my goal. It's a free group where you can talk and meet with other smart people. I'm going to be moving it off of Facebook. That is my plan for next year, so that they can't censor us and we can organize the information better and you guys can connect better. That's okdork.com/group. It's free. We don't have any upsells or cross sells or downsells in it. So by the way, we are doing a one thing we're doing as a marketing tactic that I want to share that I thought was pretty neat is that for this, like our office hours and some of our YouTube videos, we email out, but I feel bad emailing the entire audience. I feel bad if you're not on our mailing list, by the way, go to sendfox.com/Noah. Let me put that link up there. So I feel bad emailing everyone, but I actually copied this from appsumo.com, and I recommend if you're at a size, you should copy this, but if you're starting out, do not copy this. But join our mailing list, sendfox.com/Noah. But what we're doing is that we're taking people who've clicked on our YouTube links in our emails and creating a separate YouTube email list. So basically, any videos or office hours we send out, we always will email that list. And then our weekly newsletters on Wednesdays go to everyone. And I like that because I feel like it's more targeted. I'm not bugging people. And it's like, yo, these people love getting it. Because again, think about YouTube. If they take away notifying you about our videos, I get fucked. Our team gets fucked. Like all the work we're putting in doesn't really get rewarded. And so that's why we want to have our own email list so that we can tell people about our videos, not hope that YouTube does it. So that's kind of the neat marketing thing we're experimenting with lately. What is the ideal video length time? It's honestly, in terms of YouTube stuff, it's a formula. It's literally a formula of video length times watch time or video length times retention. Well, your average view duration is your video length times your retention rate. So it really depends on what your retention rate is. YouTube basically just wants you to keep people on their platform, this YouTube platform, as long as possible. So you'll see most videos. So look at the top channels, Mr. Beast, Legal Eagle. They're doing between 15 and 35 minutes. But again, if you have a 35-minute video no one watches, like a lot of dummies, don't be the dummy that does this. they post their podcast video, and I'm like, no one wants to watch you talk to a microphone. No one. But if I actually made like if you look at our videos, like we put high production out, and so those get watched. So again, it doesn't matter if it's a 5 minute. It matters if you put out a 2 minute video, you're going to get a high retention. But unless you're Ryan Reynolds, you're not going to get rewarded for that. So I would probably target 15 minutes. But then you got to be aggressive on looking at your retention numbers and seeing how you can keep improving that each week. So what we're doing internally, John, is that each week now we're creating a formula for our hook, our intros, or hooks, what we call it. And so each week now we're trying different formulas to see how does that compare in our different retention ratings for our first 30 seconds in these videos and seeing which one does best. And then trying different formulas for those intros. Why do I feel bad emailing the entire audience? Because we're putting out 2 to 3 videos a week, and I don't personally want to get emailed 2 to 3 times a week about the video for me. So I figure we can email it once a week on Wednesdays, and then when we have videos, we'll have a dedicated list of people who are opting in for it. And I copied this from AppSumo. So if you go to appsumo.com, I'll show you guys. They're creating, and I asked them, I was like, why are you guys doing this? And then like this just worked really well last year. They're creating a dedicated list of people just for Black Friday, so that they can, kind of get through the noise. So it's appsumo.com/black-friday-2020, or you can see it on the site. And this is a dedicated list just for Black Friday. And if you guys, by the way, if you have not entered to win my Tesla, which I showed you guys earlier, appsumo.com/black-giveaway. Sorry, I said that really weird. appsumo.com/black. Holy shit, I'm getting tired. appsumo.com/black-friday-giveaway. Put that at the top of our Google spreadsheet. What is Jen Kren's good idea? Jen's got a lot of great ideas. Jen, where's your good idea? Oh, Jen, I just heard about that. Awesome. This is Jen, thank you for sharing that with everyone. On these videos, you can actually get transcripts. That is so wild. I don't know what you actually do with it, but it has a transcript of me talking. That's pretty cool. Thank you guys for the comments, by the way. You guys doing comments on this video really made my day. I woke up Wednesday and I was like really excited to see all the, oh, you guys can't see it. So I'll just show it again. Oh yeah, Nick Nimmin. By the way, Nick Nimmin, big shout out. Go check out Nick Nimmin's channel. If you are getting started in the YouTube game, Nick Nimmin, I'm a huge fan of. I've watched a lot of his videos. He's going to do a video on our channel. So awesome that you saw me on there. But what Jen was saying as well is that if you want to get transcripts of videos, you can click on this little right dot here. That's a really neat thing. I don't know what you do with the transcripts. I guess you can go to certain sections. Is it funny I'm wearing the same shirt? I didn't even realize that. Oh. All right, I got another like 2 to 3 minutes. You guys are fading. I'm fading. It's been an hour and a half. Dude, hell yeah, man. I'm really glad you enjoyed that. The AppSumo Black Friday production was fire. How many people are in the room helping me? 0. So I've tried OBS. I've tried Livestream. I've tried Ecamm. Livestream's an older one. Ecamm. They were all like, I felt like I had to get a PhD in this shit. StreamYard.com is honestly the easiest way to actually make this stuff happen. Wow, Axel, at first I thought you were aggressive. You were like mad at me, but I'm glad that you've taken away some things so far, which is take your business seriously. It means whatever you're doing, don't half-ass it and expect big results. Because the results are proportional to the quality of your work. Dude, you guys are the best. We call you underdogs. Welcome to a lot of the new people here. So excited to see you show up. It is now over an hour and 24 minutes. I'm fading. It's time to end it. How we like to end every single one of our gorgeous shows. You guys are amazingly gorgeous people. Seriously, you guys are such sexy bastards. I love seeing all of you. Make sure you show up again next Friday. No bitch-assness. No bitch-assness here. That's right, Jen. Jen's got good lines today. So what I would love to hear from you as we end every single one of the shows is what is the one thing you're going to do for yourself today? And I'm going to pick some people for the Slack group. Bryce Thompson, email Bryce Thompson. You are dope today. Email jeremy@okdork.com to join our Slack group. Best barbecue show. If you start improving your videos and taking it seriously, you can join. But right now, I need to see you take that shit more seriously. So Bryce, jeremy@okdork.com. You're joining the Slack group. Daniel's already in. PowerPoint made simple. Email jeremy@okdork.com. You could join our private Slack group. Jan, I think you're already in. You've been doing amazing. David Pauly as well. David, I love seeing that you're active. And I think one other person. So email jeremy@okdork.com. Also, leaving your guys' questions was really, really helpful on the doc. We're definitely going to do that next time. Or I'd like to. And then Mike Z. Mike Z, are you already in the group? Sorry, it's quiet. Bye, Philip. By the way, I don't have any fans, just homies or underdogs. I think fans is just a weird concept. Daniel Soto as well. Email jeremy@okdork.com. You are joining the private group. All right, last way that we end it every single week. You guys know how we do it. What is the one thing you're going to do for yourself today? Post that in the comments. I'm going to try to do my best to highlight every single one of them. Anthony Freeman is going to set up his iPhone. Hope you got that new iPhone 12. Blue. Whoop. Dude, new phones. It's, you know what's funny about getting older? Some of this stuff, like new phone, it's not as exciting as when we were kids. It's like, phone. Brian, hell yeah, spend time with grandsons. Matan, this is why you're a good husband. Brian Weber, I'm glad I could pick you up, my man. I'm here to cheerlead. Cut some firewood. All right. See you next Friday. Susanna, gonna relax. Hell yeah. I have a tough time staying inside, Susanna. I'm like, it's not even FOMO. I just like being active. Working on my business plan. You know, I don't get business plans. The plan is to make money. Is your plan not to make money? So my suggestion is make a spreadsheet to make sure your economics look good, but go make money. That's the plan. Molly Walsh, I'm glad it was time well spent. Oh my God, eat Japanese food. I'm so jealous. I definitely have been thinking about Uchi in Austin. Shabbat shalom to all you gorgeous people. Mike, there you are. I think you're in our Slack group, but I hope to have you join. It's jeremy@okdork.com to join. Holy shit, there's a lot. Brian Weber's organizing my shit, then drink a beer. Hell yeah, man. Make sales call today. Nick, good luck with your sales calls. One thing, Nick, it's super funny. I've been answering all of my spam calls lately, like the telemarketers, and I just start talking to them. Like if I'm driving or I'm not active in something, I'm like, yeah, it's been pretty entertaining, actually. Shabbat Shalom, Elliot Capel, yes. Meeting with the leasing agent. Yeah, man. Dude, second location. I hope it's a good decision. Oh my God, Roger Keeler. Bro, send some my way. Chelsea Lou, prepping for a live stream show this Sunday. Hell yeah, good luck with that. Hunting with my dad. Awesome. That's cool bonding time. Working on a few. By the way, Black Friday is coming out in 9 days. So if you guys are doing anything about it, your stuff should already be locked in. The AppSumo team started in May, just to give you some idea of like how long they've been prepping. Oh my God, bird watching. I started getting into bird watching. That is super cool. Indian travel space. I like you. So John Arthur, I know you, iPhone SE second, I know you like saving money, but you must hate your life because that shit takes 4 days to do anything. So unless all you're doing is taking phone calls, your life is worth more than being like, I got this old ass cool phone. But like, if you want to do flip phone because you don't want to be on the phone, that's one thing. But if you're going to use the phone, might as well get the thing that saves you the most time. Oh, Kenneth Castle, you're speaking my love language. All right. Man, I think it is Andrew. Hey, man. Good, man. I'm finishing up a call. Just hold on the line. Thanks. All right, you sexy bastards. I love every single one of you. Thank you always for showing up. Costa Rica, I am interested in going to Costa Rica. But I love you guys, and I'll see you out there. Have an amazing weekend. I'll see you next Friday. Take care. I love you guys. It was awesome today. Bye, Alan Jones. Oh, you're jackknife. Good luck, RJ. See you guys. Love you.